Hi besties, welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I'm trying to not lose my mind in my 20s when you feel like going crazy. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's super windy today. If you know me in real life, you know that biking is not exactly my strong suit, but we are here to challenge ourselves because we are young and we should be getting out of our comfort zone. And wow, I'm balancing, finally. Sorry, I grew up in Indo where there's not exactly a lot of parks, so I never really learned how to properly ride a bike. Now that I'm in my late 20s trying to do so, it's been quite a challenge. I swear it was a lot easier in my mind than I imagined it to be in practice, but here we are. Hope the noise cancelling was on, and I'm just glad no one got hurt. Hi, my name is Joy, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I like to talk about my journey as I left corporate New York City to try and be a full-time entrepreneur, founder, creator, and how it's been going. And in this video, we're gonna talk about how to not go crazy in your 20s when you feel like going crazy. This is going to be a very genuine, raw, authentic yap session. So if you're looking for positive content, you should watch my older videos where I'm more optimistic than, or other creators who are more positive, because right now, a lot of what I'm feeling is rage, anger, a strong sense like I'm about to go crazy. So for those of you who are new here, I used to work as a software engineer in New York City, but I always sort of had this itch to try and do my own thing. I saved up a good amount before I quit because I knew I wanted to leave New York and I knew that I wasn't gonna make an income for a while. Man, it's been a lot harder than I thought it would be, honestly. My YouTube was growing a lot in the first 6 months of 2024, and before that I was posting one long form video every single week since January 2023. Since June, I've sort of been stagnant, I want to say, on YouTube. I have not been growing very much. I also started working on a startup, interviewed with YC, got rejected, split with my co-founder, was solo for a while, found a new co-founder. It's just been a roller coaster of a journey, genuinely. Though I did have a lot of savings and investments, I didn't really want to speed run through them, and I also wanted to just really focus on these two things. So I've been staying at friends and family, and sometimes I rent a room. I've been doing a downgrade on my life, and it's been a huge hit on my pride because I used to pride myself in being financially independent and being able to buy myself nice things, being able to afford my own place, and I have not been able to do that. In fact, now I shared a bathroom with a college student at one point, been sleeping on my friend's couch, and now I'm staying with my brother, mooching off my lovely brother for the next few months. It's just been really hard. Plus, a lot of things have made me want to kind of lose my mind a bit. If you've been my viewer for a while and you feel like my life's been a mess, that's because it genuinely has been, because I'm trying to figure a lot of things out and I'm just pretty stressed out a lot, bestie. Okay, I hope this is recording because the light is flashing and I will be very sad if I had to record this whole video again. But anyways, I think the stress has been getting to me, a lot of the rage, and I started this series on Instagram Reels where I've been posting my intrusive thoughts every day, and it's been very therapeutic. I said that this is a how to not go crazy in your 20s, but I think expressing my anger, expressing my rage, my frustration at my own lack of progress, my own failures, is my way of not going crazy. I know that we should be optimistic and positive and we need to keep moving forward, but I think it's equally as important to give space for our negative emotions like anger, rage, frustration, all the emotions I'm feeling right now. So a lot of friends like to ask me, how's life? And I will just say that I have had way better days. Last few weeks, few months have been absolutely rough. I've got rejected by YC for the 5th time, and when you're starting a company, starting a startup, you're sitting on a pot of holes, basically. It kind of feels like you're playing a game of whack-a-mole where you think one problem is solved but another one comes up, and then budget is also a problem. You're constantly faced with problems. How's YouTube? Well, I think this is really hard because one of the reasons why I wanted to leave corporate America was because deep down I am a creative and that I have not been employing my talents well in the last 5 years of working in corporate America. So I thought that doing YouTube, doing creative work is my way of finally playing with my strengths. However, what I've unfortunately have been feeling is that I've not been creating very well. There are so many creators who are much more talented than me, who are growing much faster than me, and every time I open YouTube Studio, it's like a slap in the face. I've been putting so much effort in my videos ever since like Jan 2023, and to be honest with you, I know that when I started off, my videos were really bad. Like if I watch my videos from like last year, I literally get shivers because I'm like, who let me put that on the internet out there? But if I hadn't posted those videos, I wouldn't have gotten better. And I feel like I'm getting better in my creative expression, in my storytelling. But there's also this voice that I can't seem to get rid of, which tells me that I'm not doing good enough, that my work is not as good as I want it to be. And just all these things makes YouTube really hard. And I think that's just a consequence of doing creative work, because doing creative work is putting a part that is personal to you out there, that is very vulnerable to people's criticism, people's judgment, to your own judgment too. And I don't know, it's something that I'm really struggling with because I love creating content, but I feel like my content's not good enough. So let's talk about startups. And as I have mentioned earlier, it's like playing a game of whack-a-mole where you solve one problem, another one comes up. One good news is finally we have a product for people to use. Not just me, not just my co-founder, not just people who are on our private beta list, but people on the internet. And we're gonna do a public launch very soon. Hopefully that goes well. But there's also this voice that's like, if that launch doesn't go well, there will be more problems. And I'm just trying to like not listen to myself, not listen to my anxieties as much, because honestly, if you're trying to start a company, it's just really hard. So the other day I was journaling like what upsets me the most, because there are a lot of things that are sort of upsetting, and I could boil it down to a few things. The first is work. Obviously, work is hard, but it's also in a way like it's something I chose, and I honestly didn't realize it was gonna be this freaking hard, but we're in it now. Not being in a relationship also scares me because, okay, let's rephrase that. It's not being in a relationship that scares me. It's dating in general that scares me, because when you're 27, when you meet people who are in their late 20s and whatnot, you just meet a lot of people who have a lot of trauma as well. When I was like in my early 20s and I was trying to date, it was a lot more light, and now it just feels heavy. That scares me too. I don't have my career figured out. I don't have my love life figured out, and usually I feel like people have either one figured out, and I have like neither, nothing, zero, nil. Kind of makes me feel bad. I know it is part of the process. I'm not gonna quit. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna post another video. I'm gonna post a better video. I'm gonna keep working towards all the things I want to work towards. I want to start a company, so I will keep starting companies until something works out. But this is like all really like hard, honestly, mentally. I'm also struggling with figuring out where I want to live long term. So I grew up in Indonesia, but I've been living in the US for the last decade or plus, so I feel very Indonesian. But I have to say that I also feel pretty westernized to a certain extent. When I'm in Indo, I feel like I'm not Indo enough. But when I'm in America, I feel like I am not American enough. I'm like in this weird world, like in between worlds, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to live long term. So I think all of that just is stressing me out a little. I think this year I do want to make an income again. It's been really hard going through my savings and mooching off my brother and my parents sometimes. This year, the goal is to like make some income, whether it's doing contract work. I honestly don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's right for me, but I do want to still see this through and take it month by month and slowly try to find the answers to all these questions. The other day, one of my friends asked me like, how many rejections have you had from VCs? And I was like, God damn, too many, at least 50. They asked me like, does it get easier? No, it doesn't. In fact, it feels worse each time, but you gotta keep going if you want to do the thing that you want to do. Maybe I should watch my older videos too. Like, these feelings are part of me, and I'm very privileged that I am able to do this, that I don't have obligations that prevent me from doing this, that my family is supportive, that I can rely on my friends and family when I can. But it's still very hard, and I know there are worse problems in the world to have. It's just feeling lost, feeling confused, having all these conflicting things. It's also part of life, and you shouldn't feel guilty for feeling these negative feelings. For me, the way I don't go crazy is by actually feeling these feelings and letting these feelings out. Trying to be optimistic all the time is just toxic and unrealistic, because you're human, you can't feel good all the time, and you need to have a good way of channeling your emotions. And for me, it's expressing them. Being able to elucidate my feelings is how I try to not go insane. I'm not giving up on my dreams. Content and starting a company, these are two things I've always wanted to do. I just need to figure out how to make it work. We're not going to end this video on a bad note though, because I know I'm complaining, but also I feel like I just want you guys to feel good after watching this video. So some New Year resolutions that I have is at the end of every night, I am writing affirmations for myself. And affirmations can feel like they're cheesy for some people, but they help me. So if you're hating, move on with your life, bro. My challenges are shaping me into someone who is strong, creative, and unstoppable. I trust that my struggles are teaching me lessons that will build my success. My worth isn't measured by how much I've suffered, but how I will continue to grow. I am evolving at the right pace for me. Every challenge I face is helping me grow into my best self. The best is still ahead, and I trust in my journey. Feels good just saying them out loud. But yeah, every night I write down these affirmations, and at the start of every day when I'm brushing my teeth, this is something I got from like the Mel Robbins podcast. I like point to myself in the mirror and I like hype myself up. That actually makes me feel good. On this channel, I try to be as honest, genuine as possible, but I am also a human being who is trying to figure her life out, and her life at the moment, it needs a lot of figuring out. It's painful because I want it so much and I work so hard towards it, but this is unfortunately just the reality of life, that sometimes you feel hurt, you feel like a loser, you feel crazy. These are all normal feelings, especially when you're trying to pursue something. So thanks for watching, besties. I hope that wasn't too negative, although I have a feeling it kind of was. But suppressing these emotions, it's a sure way to go crazy, in my opinion. And giving it space, being okay, learning to be okay that I sometimes feel rage, I sometimes feel mad, disappointed, and all that. It's completely like, I want to say it's okay. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, love you, bye. Oh my god. Wait, not good? Wait. Hi! Welcome back to the video! Okay, that was bad, okay.